we look at life like it's about what you can get from life. It's about knowing you're gonna leave one day. You know when you leave, the only way you're gonna be fulfilled is if you know you gave everything you had.
This one hurts. Nipsey Hussle was a husband, a father, a philanthropist, hip-hop artist, and a brother to those in need.
We recently opened up an inner city co-work space in the vein of WeWork,
like WeWork
for local entrepreneurs.
We playing a long game. We don't want the money to stop when we go.
A basic needs shop. And at both stores, Nipsey hired local artists. Nipsey will also open a barber shop and a Creole seafood restaurant.
Media sources bringing up gang, and he's gang. No, what he was the opposite. He turned it around. We come from a poverty area where this is what was given to us. Nipsey took what was given to us in liquor stores and drugs and the things that we have in our community that our community zoned for, and he changed it around. And he did that through bringing employment. He brought that through buying businesses and expanding to become entrepreneurship.
Nipsey was shot and killed outside of his own store he opened in his community because all he cared about was giving back. He spoke on it many years ago as Colin Kaepernick tweeted just how different he was. A glitch in the system.
You know, how come you're not blinging and having all kind of crazy diamonds and all that? I guess you here to get your money right, huh?
All the time. I mean, you know, all that is cool for the image and all that, but all them is liabilities, you feel me? I'd rather invest in some real estate, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, can you repeat that again, man? You're up and coming artist. What did you say you want to do?
I say invest in some assets as opposed to trick off my money on some liabilities like diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Cars that lose value, so you drive them off the lot.
So you're trying to get land.
Exactly, homie. A real asset. Take care of my peoples, because you know it look good, but at the end of the day, you losing value, homie. It ain't appreciating, it's depreciating.
And he did. He stayed true. In our culture, there's a narrative that says follow the athletes, follow the entertainers, and that's cool. But there should be something that says follow Elon Musk, follow Zuckerberg. He gave his life to breaking the stereotypes America is so immune to ending, rather continuing on its trajectory. He was known to give jobs to residents who were struggling to get by, some of them homeless. He once gave a pair of shoes to every student at 59th Street Elementary School. He also donated money to renovate the school's playground and basketball courts. He invested in Vector 90, a co-working space in South Central Los Angeles where young people can take classes in science, tech, and math. He called the center a, quote, bridge between Silicon Valley and the inner city, saying at last year's Afrotech conference that he hoped to expand to other cities like Atlanta, Washington, and Baltimore. When a local family lost a loved one to gun violence, he would sometimes give them money to help pay for funeral arrangements. He could be seen courtside at Lakers games, respecting the roots of his city and on the hardwood, and was an avid fan of sports who could flat out stroke it from three. His loss impacted everyone who followed his philanthropy, including the sports world. On social, Odell Beckham Jr., Colin Kaepernick, Shaquille O'Neal, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, Le'Veon Bell, Chris Paul, Donovan Mitchell, and countless other stars in sports tweeted their support. He had a bond with Kyle Kuzma. They knew what he meant on this planet. Nipsey was set to meet with LA Police Commissioner Steve Soboroff to talk about ways he could help stop gang violence and help us help the kids. Here's our call to action. Maintain contact with Mr. Soboroff's Twitter account to mandate that this meeting still takes place. I started this piece stating this one hurts because he was independent since 2010. A mirroring move from the likes of Chance the Rapper, Childish Gambino, Freddie Gibbs, Murs, Young Thug, Tyler, Joey Badass, and Tech Nine. Nipsey was different. In 2013, he sold 1,000 copies of Crenshaw for $100 a piece, including 100 to a notably impressed Jay-Z. The next year, Hussle pressed up 100 hard copies of Mailbox Money and moved 60 of them at $1,000 each. Murals will be constructed, stream numbers will skyrocket. We've seen this before. However, what we rarely see was someone like Nipsey Hussle. He gave his life for the betterment of society. He unequivocally raised the standards for the youth's quest to greener pastures, unable to live with the treacherous conditions of his comrades on the streets of Crenshaw. He wanted more for those that could not attain such feats. He was that helping hand. He was that voice. He was that role model when there are so few, because what good is making it if not aiding the success of others hampered by the climate of lower income communities? The irony is he made it out, yet he was unwillingly sucked back in. Another victim of gun violence.